Welcome back to our stream campaign. Think we have anything really to discuss? I'm just gonna hide two people here, as they are not currently important for our start of the story. But yeah, last we left off, Eonar and Leopold found a peculiar looking figure in the wood, which let me switch this music, it's annoying. Ah, on top. There we go. Well, anyways, a peculiar looking figure coming out from the woods. It proved to be Vicky, a druid of the spores, that are also concerned for what's going on in the land around Kerae, Leopold's hometown. They met several of Leopold's family members and some of his guard captain, his superior, and they found out that something is driving the city almost mad. There's no sleep, there's voices whispering at night. So they set out to find before more murders occur. They entered the forest, but only to return on or exit from a different spot. Nothing seemed to make sense. They braved themselves, walked towards whatever will push them back. They found a bear that was purely deformed, almost leaking acid. And they fought it, where Eonar unfortunately perished. And that's where we're gonna start today's session. Eonar, as the last breath leaves you, everything's get dark, cold. You stumble, almost feel like falling for a while. You swear you can hear some voices, uncertain of who they once belonged to. And you open your eyes once more. Looking all around, whatever peculiar place you have been on, it's stone walls, twisted, almost impossible structure that makes up this small room. From a distance you hear wailing cries, and you find yourself once more in a cell. The circumstances are different. The little light that emits from the almost solid door makes you alone, almost blind, where you're sitting. And you sit there, nothing, in the nothingness, nothing happening, for what seems to be stretching for days. Your hunger is starting to tear at your stomach, as you hear something outside. Something changed. As something... a small hatch opens and something gets tossed in. It smells awful. It's almost worm-infested kind of meat. But you don't care. Not this anymore. You devour everything, almost lick the floor for the blood what was left or dripped off it. It tastes horrid, smell worse. Could barely be called food at all. But they give you nutrition for a while. As you pull back into your whatever dark corner you've chosen as your own. Another countless hour passes and the door opens. And these also abomination-looking creatures enter. Couldn't even call them humanoid. And these cracked armor. What seems to be rusted maces, clubs at their side. You're going to ask them or say something as the first one strikes you. You black out for a second and you start to feel all these hits just rain on you. They're pummeling you, beating you bloody, leaving you at the verge of unconsciousness, then just leaves. Close the doors once more. And that's how the days creep by. Days goes to weeks, weeks to months, eventually years. Barely any food, gruesome beatings. And but worst of all is all those other screams, those cries, wails for help, mercy. And they continue throughout the night, barely getting a rest. The nights you do get a rest, there isn't much to dream of anymore. You only dream of the comfort of death. As you wake up in a new place, several years seems to have passed. And so the cycle continues, one after the other, as your body slowly deteriorates, slowly builds up these scars, and you age. It seems to be a lifetime, almost 70 years you have counted in this hell. You do as usual, you wake up in a desolate area. This one different. Smaller. Almost nothing on the ground but dust. It seems to just end outside the vision of your, or outside the range of your dark vision. You look around, waiting for what would hurt you next, or what would bring you the next misery. As a faint surface starts to reflect light, and another, and a third. At this point it catches you, they are eyes of different kinds, sizes. Some seems to belong to animals, others seems to be human. Starts to open up, just more and more of them, on a singular point that you can see. There must be hundreds of them that opens. Starts to look towards your direction. You can start to hear the heavy footsteps as something walking. The eye starts to bob in the darkness. As an untangible figure, hulking mass starts to appear. You hear something else. Something almost whisper in your eye or your ear. No daughter of mine shall suffer this fate. Something pulls you by the wrist. Again, pain, a searing pain, strikes you as you almost seems to be pulled out of your own body. For a second you see, or you feel heat. You see light, you see burning hills. For it goes dark again. You feel something cold against your back. You're almost lying upside down, tied around both wrists and ankles. A small cut in your side. You open your eyes, you look around. It's still dark, but it reminds you of the forest you died in so many years ago. It's not the same place. You could remember, you cannot see Leopold, you cannot see Vicky. There's two other figures, strained, similar to you. Both looking lifeless, as they're lying on some sort of stone or rock. As you start looking around, someone walks over you, very hunched over figure. You almost pull away from her, or from the fingers that kind of stretches these unnatural long, almost yellowing nails. She touches your forehead and seems to whisper something as your eyes get heavy. You're not supposed to be awake. And you fall again into dreamless sleep, not knowing what will happen next. And we are gonna cut over to Vicky and Leopold. Oh, that's the wrong one. So, Vicky, Leopold, you wake up. What's for unknown time has passed, all of you. You look around, and but no body can be found of Eonar. The bear is still decomposing where you left it the night before. But there's no sign of Eonar's body. What do you want to do?
Wasn't Eonar here? Her body?
I don't remember.
Oh my god, Katina. Dave, are you using the wrong microphone right now?
I hope not.
Sounds a bit staticky. Forgot to catch it before now.
Oh. It might have gotten unplugged.
Mm.
That's why we do voice check beforehand.
Yep, we should remember that sometime. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better or worse?
Better, definitely.
Yeah.
Louder as well. So I'm gonna lower your voice a bit in Discord.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing her collapse. But I think I fainted too.
Yeah, you both went down. I think I managed to stabilize you, but I'm pretty sure she didn't make it, but I'm not sure anymore. Like, might she have wandered off?
I want to look for some tracks.
Sure, roll an investigation. Before I forget it, you all have gotten a long rest. It's a rest, not a well rest, but a rest nonetheless.
Do we get back our points of exhaustion?
You lose 1 point of exhaustion. You have several.
Yes. I had 1.
Yes, then you're back to full, so to speak.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a 19.
A 19. You start looking around in the general area where you believe you saw Eonar fall. And yeah, there is definitely blood under the newest grass moss. And it seems like something was moved, almost dragged away.
It looks like something has been dragged here.
Might it be Eonar? It's the only thing, except for the bear that we saw, has seen here.
Should we follow the trail?
I think that's the best bet. We better watch out for whatever dragged Eonar away.
Well. So you start following these vague marks. They're easy enough for you, Vicky, to follow, as you are used to living in the forest on a entirely different scale. Yeah. And the feeling of not wanting to go that direction is still beaming. Like it doesn't doesn't go away. Lack for better words, actually knowing the word. And the forest seems to almost grow older, more compact. The area you're traveling are difficult. Yet the drag marks does not seem to slow down. After a while, they seem to disappear at a certain rough patch. You're now standing just surrounded by old bushes, moss, almost dying trees, so it seems like.
Then I lost the trail.
Oh no. I don't like this place.
Me neither. I honestly don't feel very confident in taking on the hags. Now that we're
No,
just two people.
no. Same here. I'm not really sure. What can we see around us?
Perception.
I am looking around as well, if that means anything.
Roll perception. Oh, yeah. Sorry for all the car noises. I have a window open because it's actually got quite a heating wave coming in today.
Total 20.
And Vicky?
11.
11. Total 20. It's hard to see, like you can't see that far even with the dim light. The lighting isn't necessarily the issue, it's all the like the tiny speckles of fog and the tight knit branches stretching all around. But you swear you heard something. Not footsteps, maybe voices? Was definitely not a
I think-
creak of a branch.
I think it's that way.
What is that way?
Please. Up.
What is that way?
I hear voices. I think we could go over there and look. Please tread carefully.
Okay, do we like sneak or?
Yeah. We'll try to sneak over to the direction the voices are coming from.
Very well. Roll stealth.
How is it now when it's went into the corner here? Oh, it's not cocked. Okay, so 21.
16.
Oh. You believe you're moving as quietly as you can. Through this just overgrown forest. And soon enough, Wiki, you can all start hearing this. Definitely someone doing something. Like a chant almost. You inch ever so close. Before the trees almost seems to move away from a certain area, creating this almost encapsulated grow with the trees going around, creating a roof with their foliage. Isn't too large, maybe 50 feet across as you notice it. There's a few things that also strikes you as you look in. There's these, you would almost want to say altars, that's currently on a diagonal. 3 of them currently hold persons or people, humanoids, tied to them. 2 of them, Leopold, you recognize. One of them being your father, Isaac. The other one being Jean. The last one is quite different, stands out as you see it, the purple skin of Eonar. They all seems unresponsive. And almost bleeding, tapped blood, you could almost say, as the blackened side of the altars seems to be collecting in some sort of pool or basin. The last figure seems tall, even with hunched over, walking with quite dexterous steps. Seems to be going back and forth between the altars and something in the center, which you can't really make out from this distance. There's something lying on the ground that she occasionally walks to and does a small chant.
So we only see one thing moving around.
Yes.
Could that be the hag?
Possibly. But that's Eonar.
Yeah, and that's my father and my mentor. There. And a few other people.
No, only day 3, but only one.
Oh.
The rest of the altars, the remaining 2 are empty.
Oh, okay.
What do we do? We need to do something.
Do you think we can take it? It's only one.
Yeah, I mean, we can't just leave it like this. Who knows who's gonna find them after us?
That's true. Ah, too bad I don't have a bow. How far away is the creature thing?
When she's the center, she's about 25 feet. When she's at the altar, she's almost 40, 45, depending on where she stands.
Should we try to ambush her?
Sure, I mean, I could throw an ice knife at her from this distance.
Yeah, try that. Then after that I will rush in and start attacking her. Should I maybe move around so she doesn't notice me when you throw the knife?
Yeah.
So I will go around a bit, like, so we are not in the same place, so she can't
How
locate
far
us.
will you circulate?
Only like 20 feet.
Very well, so you are... Yeah. Well, so
I
you're
go to
coming
the
in
left.
Yeah, you're coming in from the left side into the center.
Yes, so I circulate to the left from the entrance thing.
You do? Well,
Not that I know what is better, but... And I make some signal towards Vicky to throw the ice knife. Icy knife.
yeah. Leopold seems to signal that he's in position.
I will call upon an ice knife and throw it at her.
Very well, that's a range attack roll, which you get advantage because you are hidden. Dex save
Isn't
is the later part.
Isn't it just a save?
No, it's an attack and a save.
Yes, it's both. It's
Okay.
a 2-stage one. First you throw it and then it explodes.
Why doesn't it say what modifier I have on D&D Beyond?
It does.
Should be
No.
your
Go to
spellcasting
act-
Spell
modifier.
attack
is wisdom.
modifier.
Yeah, spell attack modifier is what you're looking for.
11.
11.
With advantage.
Mhm. Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
Wow.
And that's 1 and like a 6.
Yeah.
Very well. You throw it and it just goes past her and then explodes. Still has to do the dexterity saving throw against what's your DC?
14.
40. That's a fail, so she will take 2 or 1d6 cold.
2d cold damage.
Well, roll the damage.
7.
7 points of cold damage. Very well. As this ice strikes past her, Leopold, you're like, she missed. As then it just crystallized, explodes, splinters all the way, cutting up. There's almost dragging sound from it. She looks around, meets your gaze, Vic, and it vanishes.
Oh. Well,
So Leopold,
I guess.
what do you want to do?
I will stay put and wait until she reappears or something. Just a few, not too long, like not longer than a minute. I will stay put if she doesn't appear before that. I guess we will have to go check on the guys.
Oh, Vicky, do you do anything? Seemingly just disappeared.
I will go. I will approach. I will take out my scimitar and approach the altars.
Oh, your movement speed is 30, right?
Yes.
Oh well. You get hallway across the field. As you hear sounds spin around. And let's see. That's gonna be yeah, that's on that 20 to hit. She suddenly is standing next to you again, clawing at you, ripping up your arms. For a total of 14 slashing damage. Just slash across you.
But I can do my Halo Spores now, right, as a reaction.
How does that work? Do you have to see the target?
Yeah. Well, it would feel quite apparent since something is clawing into my back, but
Yeah, but she didn't. That's the thing.
I don't have time to react since she just popped up.
When a creature you can see moves into the space within 10 feet or starts your turn there, so yeah, you unfortunately no, because you didn't see her
Okay.
approach. She just suddenly standing there attacking you. Just to get this grin across her facing. Tricky little girl. And I need you both to roll initiative.
Your voice sound is a bit cutting off.
It's cracking up and cutting off every now and then.
Okay, good to know. I can see if I can fix it. I'll lower it to about here instead, and this should be fine. Okay, then.
Yeah, much better.
Papers, right? So, 20 and above.
20.
Look at that. Vicky, you go first with 20. Leopold, what do you get?
18.
18. Very well. Vicky, you're first as this figure is now standing there. It's impressive how tall she could possibly be if she wouldn't be so hunched back. Now she's just slightly taller than you are. Clad in these almost non-cured animal hide, seems to be almost rotting at some pieces, and her skin is just dark, like a really dark blue. Okay, with the nails that ends in these long yellowy nails.
I will use my wild shape to shape into the symbiotic entity to get the hit points.
Well, you have 12 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Switch that
God
up.
damn it, this is finicky. Oh, I got it. And then as a bonus action, I will cast summon a flame blade.
Well, you summon these spores again, start to cover you, block your temporary heal your wound. As your flame starts, or your blade starts to light up. She seems to be taken a bit back, like being ready for whatever you might do. Are you gonna move at all?
No, I'll just...
Very well. Leopold.
I will run up to her sneakily if I can and try to. Okay. Oh, okay. So she knew I was there.
No?
I
well,
don't
But
think you can
you
run
can't
sneakily.
cross like a 25-foot field in the wide open
Yeah.
approaching someone
Yeah.
without them
Yeah.
notice. That doesn't work.
Yep. Then I will just run up to them and attack.
Very well. Roll attack.
Nat 20.
I'll do it. Roll damage.
10 plus 4 doubled.
10 plus 4.
So 24. A 0 on a 10 is a 10, right?
Yep.
It's not 0.
24 points of damage.
You just max rolled.
Yeah. Max roll a crit. You come in like sprinting like 3 steps and you're there. Using a spear, right? Or is it longsword? What is it?
Longsword.
Yeah, 200 longsword. Because it's strike over, slashing as you see almost this war yellow-looking blood pulse out of the back of. Just. It seems to have a large impact on her as she struggles. Anything else?
I will use Flurry of Blows to
Very well.
do some.
Roll 2 attacks more.
Somebody is upset, but
Yeah,
rightfully so.
somebody's definitely upset. Did you get another one?
Yeah.
Really? Oh boy, very well. Roll crit damage with fist. Someone is very upset.
Yes. So that's 1 doubled and then plus 4, so that's total of 6.
Yeah, then you min rolled instead.
Yeah,
Still,
and now the second. That's 16.
16 does not hit. You
Oh.
punch it, and now, after the first initial 2 strikes, you hit another time, and now you feel how blobby the hide is. Like it gives too much. There's nothing to really impact on.
Yeah, I will move away a bit.
Very well. How far?
15 feet.
Very well. Very well. Then it's gonna be her turn. She pulls back from these. Sees you move away. Grabs something hanging at her belt, and you see as her form start to shimmer, turning almost blue, then transparent. She looks over both of you as she walks straight through you, Vic, like just passes straight through you without any resistance. Walks up to the altars and turns again towards the center and starts chanting, this time audible. You can't make out what she says. Pretty certain no one. Or Vic, what languages do you speak?
Common druidic elvish goblin.
Yes, so no one of you actually knows what she's saying, but she seems to be doing something with her arms up in the air. And these cold streaks in, almost feels like dragged into the center. Just like a shiver in your spine. And we're top of the round. Vicky, what do you want to do?
Go up and attack her with my flame sword.
Well, rolled it.
Uh, 13.
13. The blade just passes straight through her. No contact at all.
That's kind of all I could do. I guess I will back away a bit.
Well, you back away. Leopold.
I will try and go and attack her. Like, run towards her and attack her with my longsword again.
Very well. Roll attack.
That's 9.
No, same thing. You just going thrusting just straight through. No impact.
What is in the center of the place where she's chanting? Like, you said something happened there.
You use action to attack, so the best you can make out in the center seems to be something metal-like that seems to form some kind of uneven circle.
Okay, well, I will try to punch her again with a fist.
Yeah, passes straight through her. No impact.
And then I will run away.
Well, you run away. And she continues to chant. I start to feel this almost suction sound coming from the center. It seems to be almost cave in. The ground seems to cave in. She starts... Or she stops chanting, starts laughing instead, like... Foolish children. Soon you will join them. Then continues to chant. Vicky.
How far up is the altar?
She's standing behind her is 10 feet away is the first altar, which seems to be holding Isaac. And you said you backed away? I assume
Yeah,
about
just slightly.
10, 15 feet or something?
Mhm.
Yes, so you could... It's 25, 30 feet to all altars.
But now I can't really see clearly in my head where this circle thing would be, but would we
That is
even
currently
see
behind
it?
you.
Oh,
The altars are not connected to the circle in any maze. She's just standing on the altars, kind of facing towards the center of the grove where the circle is.
could you tell me again what the circle looks like?
The circle currently looks like it's just uneven metal pieces that forms this circle that seems to be currently opening up as the cold air seems to be dragged, almost sucked into it.
I mean, I would like to chuck a ice knife at the circle.
Very well. You throw a nice knife towards the circle. It seems to just vanish. As it seems to hit the surface. Just gone.
And I guess I wouldn't be able to sort of try and bump into her. Run into her. Since I already used my
Definitely
action.
try.
Yeah, I will try to just like wudunk right
Oh,
into her.
You run up to her and just pass a straight through.
Cool.
Anything else? You still have a bonus action at least. If you want to try something else.
I don't really have any bonus action things to do.
Very well. Leopold.
I will rub onto the altar with Eonar and try to free her.
Very well. The ropes are sturdy, but they can still be cut, so it will take your action to cut her free.
I'll do that.
Very well, you cut her, you see her body almost rush down and kind of hits the ground as she's prone. But Eonar, you have a rude awakening as you almost form like a pile on the ground, so you can also roll initiative. She makes some kind of sound as it impacts, but it seems to be responsive.
That would be a natural 20 for 21.
For 21, very well. You are fast to kind of get up, like you adrenaline pumping in your veins. You have also, before I forget about it, you've also taken 7 points.
Well, I'm technically at 0 hit points, but...
You also got a long rest, I told you.
Oh, okay.
But the wound that's currently Leopold, you can clearly see at her side has been bleeding heavily. So most of her side and up one arm seems to be covered.
7.
7, yes.
Those.
Can I try to... No, I didn't attack, so okay, I can't do anything on my bonus action. So... That's my turn. I will go close to my master. Then that's my turn.
I mean, you have enough movement to go around your dad up to your master. That's what you're intending.
Yes.
But yeah. As you look over, she seems to be finishing her chant. Seems to be laughing just manically. As a roar is kind of heard from the circle itself as three creatures pop out. Looking horrid, but at the same time they are small. They aren't larger than a dog. Like a smaller dog. Kind of land, look around, seems to be sniffing with almost like a pig's nose covered in these leathery greyish skin with long pointed ears that seems to be almost nagged on or bitten. The hag kind of stops, just looks at this and seems to just starts cursing. This is what I get for all my work. What with it? You send babies? It needs to be just get these almost rage and bloodlust and looks around, looks at you and Leopold. And she's gonna end, that's gonna end her turn. Starting with Eonar. You're up first, you are currently prone.
Just wildly looking around, panicking, breathing. What?
Your sound is cutting out.
It's
Is
entirely
it
gone.
cutting out?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't hear anything of that.
No, we heard the what and that's it. That's the last. I think you're a bit far. We have the same issue I had.
Okay, well, she's... Well, I guess I'm gonna take it from the top. She's just gonna, like, start walking around, looking around, wide-eyed, absolutely panicking. What? Gonna get up and run up to the hag and just throw a burning hands at her at 2nd level, and whatever creature I can get in a 15-foot cone at the same time.
Well, you can get Leopold and Vicky.
Are they both on the other side?
No, Leopold is on the other side, but you can angle so the cone doesn't. Then you stand next to Vicky currently. You can angle it outwards. Which would technically, yes, reach one of them. The smaller creatures as well.
Yep. I'm gonna go for that, so Dex 14 save.
That's a 17. So it succeeds. What's the damage?
That's half damage. Let's see. I mean, it's 20.
So that's 10 points of damage.
And I guess it has no effect on the hag.
No, it goes straight through the hag.
What's happening? No idea. Let's get this out. Pointing
You see as you
towards.
go, and this creature seems to just stand looking at the fire, just turns to you and starts to walk towards you. Seems to have almost no effect at all.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
Let me quickly check. Let's see. I need to check. No, I'm gonna keep it. So yeah, no, that's my turn.
Very well. Vicky, you're up next.
I will actually cast a Cure Wounds on myself.
Very well. Roll, that's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is your
Yep.
wisdom modifier.
So 7 HP.
7 HP back, very well. You're healed back to 7. Anything else? You're currently standing next to Eonar behind the hag, with Isaac as or Leopold's dad behind you.
I would like to walk up to whoever is closer of Isaac or Leopold's dad.
Who did you say?
Isaac is my dad.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh.
And
Well, I will walk up to the-
you're already there. Like, he's right behind you is the altar.
But I guess I can start untying him yet, but I'll be standing by his
Unfortunately,
altar.
will take an action, but
Mm.
you can stand ready to do so. Then is the creature that Eonar, you attacked. Gonna walk up to you. Seems to almost walk into the hag. Just will start to well out this cloud. You aren't certain if it's mouth or it's behind that makes this part of this kind of greenish brown cloud comes out. So I need Vicky. I need all three of you actually to roll a Constitution saving throw.
$17.
19.
16.
You're all fine. It smells horrendous. But you all shrug it off. You see that as Isaac also seems to start coughing from it a bit.
Would the hag need to save from that?
Nope.
Just
That's
checking.
gonna be its turn. Leopold, you're up.
I'm close to my master, right?
You are. You're standing next to her.
Yeah, I will untie her.
Oh, you cut this rein and the same thing happened. You kind of fall, so just left on the ground. Anything else?
Then not much more I can do. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will just walk towards my father or something. Or, yeah.
Well, so you're now all standing around that. Can I have another Constitution saving throw? Oh wait, actually no,
No.
sorry. I went a bit ahead, so you don't have to do it now. Okay, so that's gonna end your turn.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more of these will start to rush up. But that's pretty much all they're gonna do. They aren't that fast, seems to be clumsy and heavy as they're kind of scuffling their way up to... You're now pretty much surrounded. Or you all three have one in front of you, more or less. As the hags turns around, just walks through Vicky, and then Leopold turns around and just... You see as it drops and it kind of slashes behind her. Is she gonna do an attack against you, Leopold?
Huh?
Gonna do an attack against you.
Okay.
Yes, Vicky?
When she walks through me, do I get the opportunity to do a reaction against her?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I would like to try and send some spores at her.
Well, they seem... The spores fly out, just... Seems to go, again, straight through her. She doesn't drop the form before she's already on the other side attacking at Leopold. So Leopold, what's your AC?
15.
So she barely hits you. There's a 15 to hit as well. So you are gonna take 12 points of slashing damage. It cuts into you. It's destroy everything.
The first thing cut out.
It was just pretty much heavy breathing. She actually is
Okay.
angrily breathing in Leopold's face at the moment. She's as your father starts to strain against the restraints. It seems to be fully awake now. Kind of trying to get loose, dude. Or something similar like that. But Eonar, you're next now.
Yes, I would like to disengage.
Very well.
Is the hag currently on the end? Like she's on the outskirts of the whole...
The hag is currently located on the other side of Leopold, next to the altar.
Is there anyone on the other side from where Leopold is?
Yes, he's
Oh,
currently being
Leopold-
technically flanked by a drench and the hag.
Okay, I would like to move my full movement past the hag into the forest as long as I can. Then I will use 2 of my sorcery points to quicken spell,
Very well. You are
and I will use my Tides of Chaos to get. Do I still have visual on the hag, right?
yes. Like if you want to go the furthest into the forest, you go through where Wicky's side is and kind of run around, and you are pretty much 20 feet from your original position at this point.
Okay, I'm good with that, but I need a full vision of the hag.
Yes, you do have a full vision.
Alright, so sorcery points to cast cast chaos at second level, and I will also use my Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this roll.
Very well. Roll.
Natural 20.
Jesus, those crits! The dice is making up for last sessions, I see. Very well, roll damage.
So, it is a grand total of... Let me check the damage type. Is that... Oh yeah, it's... 42 points of thunder damage.
42! Boy! I kind of run behind. You feel this. Almost like you have taken the power from like the thunder god itself. You can strike out. Leopold is gonna have to cover his eyes from the impact. Just lights up this entire area. It's like almost a flashbang is going off. Like you're seeing like spots of white light.
Is it thunder that sound?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's
It's not
lightning
lightning,
now.
it's thunder, but it's...
Yeah, it's lightning now. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
No, but okay. Correction. You still have the same. But kind of fool throw out, but you doesn't come anything. Like you're expecting some kind of ray, some kind of beam, whatever. Instead, you have this. Like you can almost see as it averts or entangles your field of vision as this shockwave just shoots forward. Hits her in the back, got a hair out. And Leopold, you're starting close enough because she just as a burst, like just blood flies out from her ears. Her eye starts to bleed. Like, you're pretty certain some of her internal organs is entirely crushed by this impact. She's still standing though. But that was a heavy hit.
It was an 8 and a 2, and then a 5 and a 6 on the d6. And doubled.
Vicky, you're up.
I will cut loose the Leopold's dad.
Well, you cut him loose, it kind of falls. Kind of catch himself a bit, but he's currently lying on the ground. Thank you.
Can I pull him up, or is that too much? I will not move or anything anymore.
I guess I will allow you to do though. You use your move to pretty much help him get up.
Yep, that's me.
Very well, that's you. Then it's gonna be the one that already emitted the gas. He's just gonna try to attack you, as you are the one closest. Oh wait, actually. No, Leopold's dad is the closest. So he's gonna try to attack your dad. Try is the correct word, I believe. Because he's going wide, kind of slashing it. Your dad seems to be able to catch you, kind of throws it away as some smaller animal will try to claw at you.
And I
You're,
guess
like,
it came
holding his
within
breath.
10.
It started
guess it
in
came
your,
within 10
yes.
feet of
So
me.
did start inside your range, yes. So you are allowed to use your spores if you want to.
Yeah, I want to.
Well, what damage type? Necrotic. And it's...
Yes. It's 2d4 since I have the
Since
white
still
shape
up.
active.
You still have that active.
Yes, so that's a whopping 3.
3 points of necrotic damage as the spore starts to eat into this creature. Seems to be nagging, like almost flying away with pieces of it.
Oh, actually, it has to do a con save before I can even roll damage.
Oh, is it a concept?
Yeah. And with a
Against-
DC of 14.
Oh, it
So it
fails
might
anyway.
not e-
So.
Okay.
Fails anyway, don't worry about it. It fails. Anything else? No, wait, that was your action. So yes, that
Yes.
thing, she's not gonna do anything anymore apart from that. Leopold.
Is the hag in front of me still?
She is, yes.
I will slash her.
Very well, roll an attack.
That's a 16.
Does not hit.
Then I will
Slashing
use
yourself,
Fury of
save.
Blows.
Seems to be just slightly too quick. Move out of your...
Then I will use Fury of Blows to
Very well.
punch.
Roll. Roll a punch.
That's 18.
That hits.
Okay,
So.
so that's...
How do you want to do this?
Which part of her is turned towards me? The back?
The front.
No, she slashed me.
Yeah, she's
The front.
looking
Okay,
at
I
you,
will
trying to focus as
punch
her
her in the.
eyes are filling with a liquid.
I punched the head. Tried to punch the head off.
Well, you do. You almost with one hand you grab it so you can't move and do this long, heavy wind up. It just smashes like lower part of the jaw where the neck meets the skull. You just hear a sickening cracking sound as something breaks. Just, the head goes in an unbelievable angle. Just left just falls, still spatting. But she is dead.
Okay, so the creature's still there.
The creatures are still there, yes.
Yes.
The portal itself
can-
seems to almost seems to be implode on itself before it scatters as these metal parts starts flying. It would have been bad if you had been close to it.
Can I move up to the closest creature and punch it with my
It's
second?
behind you, so you don't have to move.
Okay, then I
You just
will
have to
punch
swing
it.
around. Well, roll to hit.
That's 17.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
That one is on the side. Okay, so that's 6.
6 points. You punch into its meaty. It doesn't have the same give, but it's still very soft skin that it almost seems to break and starts to bleed the same smelly substance from it.
How far?
Also, I need a Constitution saving throw for you before I forget. Sorry.
So that's 17.
You're fine. Anything else?
That. Are there any more creatures like near me, or is that the only one that is within range of
There's
me?
there's also one more within your range.
Okay. Yeah, then I will stay.
No, wait, no, actually, no, there isn't.
No?
The alt turned away, so it's not.
Then I will move away.
Yes. I need to look up some kind of battle map system. Might need to use my other camera for that. But anyways, you move away. How far? Just 10, 15 feet.
25.
Towards Eonar or towards your right, currently?
Towards my what? It broke.
Towards your right, you're currently looking at the creature in front of you, and to your right or back to Eonar. Can't go to the left because
Back
the
to-
altar in the way currently.
Back to Eonar.
Oh well, you run past Eonar. And that's gonna put the one you just attacked. Which is gonna go for Eonar then, because it cannot reach you.
Oh.
So it's gonna go and do attack that actually hits on Eonar, so you are gonna take... Oh, it's gonna do 2 attacks, because I forgot about that. But the first attack hits.
After the first one, Hellish Rebuke.
Very well, roll damage and tell me the save. Do you
is it a save?
survive? Yes, you take 6
Dex
points
14.
of piercing. 6
Dex
piercing.
14. 6 piercing after the first one.
Dex 14. It succeeds, so that's half damage, right?
Yeah, let me roll the damage.
Sure.
There. That's shit. 13 points of fire damage.
Is that before halved or halved already?
That is the full roll.
Full roll is 13, which means it's 6. And an additional halved, so... Yeah. It's again fire, doesn't seem to do much against it. I'm gonna do another attack against you. With a natural fucking 20. I guess there's more than one thing that can crit in this place. So you are gonna take 4 points of slashing damage.
He's looking real rough.
Yes, he rolled minimum damage on that crit.
Lucky because he only had to roll a 2 to kill me. Or take me down.
You rolled 2 ones. Well, so that's its turn. Then it's your dad's turn. It's gonna go up. Gotta also start to pummel the one in front of him. It's kind of a bit stuck in. Let me get the stat sheet up here. And he hits. He's gonna deal not much, but damage nonetheless. So he does not currently possess a weapon, he's just pummeling away on this creature and deals some damage on it. And that's gonna put us at the last creature's turn, which is gonna go for you, Vicky. Since it's next to you. The first attack is 18, which I believe hits.
Yeah.
Take 1 point of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second one goes not even close, like it bites you, but then it seems to be almost crawling at the ground, not even aiming for you. That's gonna end its turn. Eonar, you are up.
There's one by me and one somewhere else.
There's one by you, then there's one currently next to Vicky and one next to Leopold's dad.
Fire damage didn't do much to them, so... I'm gonna disengage
Well, you disengage.
and move my full movement away.
Very well.
And I will sacrifice one, as my bonus action, I will sacrifice a level 1 spell slot to get 2 sorcery points back.
Very well, then you are out of action and movement.
Yep.
Yes, that's your turn. Vicky, Constitution saving throw to start.
5.
You are poisoned. You can take either an action or a bonus action this turn. You cannot do both. You cannot take reactions.
So I can do either an action or a bonus action, you said?
Yes.
Okay. How far away did Eonar move?
30 feet.
30 feet. I think I will walk up to Eonar and...
Eonar
okay.
is 40 feet away from you currently.
Oh, then I can't make it. Then I will... I mean, I think I've seen that fire isn't doing much to these creatures.
You have seen that Eonar has tried to burn them at least once and didn't seem to have any effect. Or a very small effect, I should say.
Yeah, then I will cast Frostbite at the one closest to me.
Alright, is that the Constitution saving throw? I'm correct?
Yep, con 14.
That's a fail.
2.
2 points of cold damage.
But it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Attack the
Before
one
the
in
end of
front
it.
of you, which is that one. Seems like cold itself, like it seems to manifest for a moment and just kind of slide off, almost instantly melting. Not much of an effect, but it has disadvantage on next attack. Next attack action, I suppose.
Mm.
Is attack action or attack?
Next weapon attack roll.
Yeah, okay. So just one attack. Very well. Then it's gonna move the one who's gonna keep trying to attack Leopold's dad. With a fail. And I believe that's a success. No, it's not. Kind of nibbles into it, kind of find something hard and bite into it. And your dad is just trying to keep it away. He's not looking too great for himself. Leopold. It's your turn.
How far away from the beast that attacks my dad am I?
From that one, you are 25. About... You can reach it with 35. That will, though, put you... That you have to move out in and out of one of them's action range.
How is it? Do I flank? If I would, can I flank the one that attacked Eonar if I move around Eonar and it?
Eonar's not there anymore, so no.
Oh yeah, she does
Eonar
disengage.
is about 15.
Okay,
feet
well then I
behind
will
you.
move a bit closer. I will move within 20 feet so I can throw a spear
You are within 20 feet of the beast. That you
of
are.
the beast that attacks my dad.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you can. Are you moving into the creature in front of you? Its attack range, or are you circling around?
Let's go into it.
Well, you go in
and
and
I
kind
will
of-
not go out of it.
Circle a bit around it, and now you have like line of sight. It's still a small creature, so it will have half cover.
Half cover from.
Oh wait, no, you can actually move. If you move behind the creature, you have full. That's fine. Then you have full light. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
well, do a ranged spear attack.
it. Well, roll a range spear attack.
So that's 22.
That hits. Definitely.
The spear is a d6 when you throw it, right?
Yes. D6 plus your dex because you're a monk.
Yeah, so that's 9.
Yeah. You throw the spear, it kind of sinks into the creature. Kind of this kind of death roll, it kind of falls to the side. Still a bit twitching.
I shout to my dad, "You got the spear now!" Then I punch, bonus action punch
Very well, roll a punch.
the guy next to me. So that's 21.
Yeah. 21 hits. Roll damage.
8.
8 points of damage. Ooh, it's rough, but it's still alive. It's still... As you kind of have this almost cavity in its skull where you punched in. Is that your turn?
That's my turn, yes.
Very well. Then it's gonna be its turn. And it's gonna do the same, kind of wail a bit, and you see this, again, this cloud start to spread out from it. It's now enveloped in this cloud, but that's also all it's gonna do. It's gonna be your dad kind of looks at you, then pulls out the spear and kind of tries to stab it into the one that's currently next to Vicky. And it definitely hits. That is gonna be 6 points of damage to that creature. So it hits and it kind of impulse, kind of trying to scuffle away as Leopold's dad is holding it down with the spear. But it's also gonna end its turn, so... Or his turn. So third one is gonna enraged look back and kind of try to attack the Leopold's dad, and that, don't worry about that, that was something that fell. Nothing to worry about. And he misses as well. The spear keeps it enough distance away from it so it just doesn't reach the scratch. Then gonna do a bite as well, because of 2 attacks. But that one hits. If the bite deals 4 damage, it's gonna bites into it like just kind of praise it loose. But it's its turn. Eonar, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna try and move around so I can get a clear view of the thing that's attacking his dad.
Well, you kind of move it. You get clear view as Vicky is standing a bit in front, but you move your full movement, you get a clear view on it. You can see it's currently
Yep.
biting into the leg of Leopold's. Or this unknown person you have no idea who is.
Yep. And I'm gonna cast a Chaos Bolt at level 1 on it.
Very well. So roll to hit.
16.
Hits. Roll damage and type.
So that is 8 points of fire damage.
Very well. Get a streak across it. And starts to fire and burns. It's looking rough, but still holding on. Anything else?
No.
Vicky, you're up.
Do I take any damage, by the way, from the poisoning?
Nope.
Okay. What does it cost me to drop the fire damage of my scimitar?
Nothing. It's free action. It just drops. You drop concentration.
Yeah.
Have you rolled
I will-
concentration checks for that, by the way?
I haven't taken any damage, I think, after I casted
No,
it.
that's true. So yeah, you're fine.
So I will drop that and just hit it with my scimitar. The one that's biting Leopold's dad.
Yeah, you're no longer poisoned, by the way. It's only until your next turn.
Oh, okay.
So you have your action, bonus action back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You roll attack, or what do you say?
Yep, attack.
Normal scimitar attack? Suppose.
Yeah.
No?
6!
No! It's just too small, it kind of slashes downwards and just doesn't impact with anything, so it kind of just flies by. Anything else?
I mean, I did see where Eonar ran,
Yeah, you see her a bit away.
and she looks quite bad.
She looks very bad.
Yep.
I would like to cast a healing spirit close to her.
Is that a bonus action? To cast?
Actually.
Huh.
It
Well
is.
done. A healing spirit appears. What does your healing spirit look like?
Just a giant mushroom to sit and chill under.
Well, this translucent green-looking mushroom appears and grows next to you, Eonar.
Just gonna
see-
look at it like confused.
If you see Vicky, she's like,
Points at the large mushroom. The mushroom doesn't seem harmful or anything. It's pretty soft on the eyes. Anything else? Or is that your turn?
that's
Leopold.
my turn.
Roll like
I will.
Constitution saving throw for start.
Yeah. 18 plus 4, so 22.
It's fine. You're fine. Still
I
smells
will-
horrid, but you're fine.
Yeah, and I'll take my longsword and attack the creature in front of me. Or
Oh well. Roll to hit. Roll to attack. Hate that. It's the name.
okay, so that's 11.
Just about hits.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Oh. That's 7 plus 4.
Yeah, it
So,
just
11.
slashes down. There's no like fighting back, and it just kind of dies. Kind of leaves dead there, leaving only one left.
Can I move up to it? Flank
Definitely. You have
Can I
like
flank it?
55 movement speed.
it? Yeah,
Can,
can I
you can
flank?
flank if you can choose if you want to flank it with your dad or Vicky. You're free to do so.
I will flank with my dad.
Very well. I'm gonna run around everything.
Yeah, so I will attack.
Very well,
I will
roll-
use a flurry of blows.
Very well, roll 2 attacks with advantage because you are currently flanking.
So that's 10, 16, so 16, first one.
Hits.
3 plus 4, so 7.
Very well. You don't have to roll the second one. It should be pummel it down. It kind of yelps once and just goes still. You're out of combat. Dust settles down.
I will run towards my master that hasn't gotten up.
She has not, no. She just lies there with no life in her eyes.
Can someone heal her?
We could carry her to that mushroom over there. It's healing.
I will drag her to the
Oh,
mushroom.
well, you drag her, your dad helps, starts Kerae helping you, holding his side, drags you. You go through it and
We drag her through it many times.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
Oh,
I'm gonna just touch the mushroom once.
Yeah. As the healing spirit works, Vicky, you choose if you want them to be healed by the healing spirit or not.
Yeah, I want them to be healed.
So that's D6, I think.
Let me real quick go and take it. Very 1.
So you get 1 health back.
Don't you get any bonus on that, or it's just flat roll?
I don't think there's a bonus, is it? You that have the spell open?
I don't think so, no. Restore 1d6 hit points to that creature.
Yeah, so there isn't any, unfortunately. So that's 1 health healed.
1 out of 5 healings, and it was a 1.
Well, so
Roll it.
Leopold, you also get 1 if you have damaged, and your dad does also get 1.
I will go through it more times when I notice I feel better, but like, what happened? I will ask Isaac.
Puts out each other. Well, first of all, I'm glad you're alright. Yeah, looks down at Jean goes quiet for a while. We're looking for him. And got lost. Tried to make some sort of camp as... I don't know. Suddenly we're stuck to these things. And well... bleeding? I don't know what she was doing.
I think we better hurry to the village. Maybe we can still save her.
Thanks. I don't think so.
But yeah. Was it only, or have you seen anything else than this creature?
No.
Were there more?
The only one I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, son. I truly am.
What about you, Eonar? How are you doing?
You look over towards where you saw Eonar last, and she's moved a bit. She's currently sitting, leaning against a tree. Her eyes just looking down, head in between her knees, breathing heavily. She does not respond.
I will go and awkwardly touch the mushroom.
You do it. After you do it, disappears. It only holds for a minute.
I guess we should start heading back to town. We should give Jean a proper burial.
Yeah, we should.
I know there are many more that has died, but... or gone missing.
How do we feel now after the hag has died? Does the forest still feel
You take a
disgusting?
moment to just make sure of the surroundings. You start to see, like, it starts to almost become brighter. Like, light seems to be sipping, and most of the fog seems to be go away, and it's almost like the color palette itself seems to change on the forest. And you feel relieved, to say. And I believe that's where we're gonna take a break. Before we continue on the next leg of this journey. To try to collect...
Tea time!
Yeah, tea time. Trying to collect what has happened, what will happen. So we will be back in 10 minutes to continue this for another while. Catch you then. we're back. Hope you all enjoyed the break for one. So, we left off as you're standing after the fight. Look at what you're lost. Eonar sitting up against a tree. Vicky trying to make sure how the forest looks currently. While Leopold and his father is currently standing, preparing a way to get Jean home. What do you want to do?
I'll go up to Eonar. Just sorry, Eonar, miss. We need to start leaving soon. What happened?
As you approach her, you can see how she is slightly shaking. You can hear her crying.
I'll try to pet.
The awkward pet, yes.
As you reach out your hand, she sort of springs up to attention and starts quickly crawling away from you. It's the fear of death in her eyes.
I'm just trying to help.
Just looks at you. How can I know you're real?
Here's my hand. It's there. And I hold up my hand.
The flip puts her hand out, shaking. Takes your hand. Pretty much just almost jumps on you and gives you a massive hug and just crying on your shoulder.
And he's freezing up, kind of What? Where were you? What happened?
How long has it been?
A day? Half a day?
It felt like years. Years. 20 years. Where am I?
You're still in the forest. But we will soon be headed towards the town. I think Leopold saw you be lifeless.
I don't know where I went. Years. Starvation. Torment. She starts hyperventilating almost.
I will keep holding her and... Well, you're here now at least. We'll get you to the town out of harm. And we'll rest.
After a little while, she lets go of you. Just wraps her shawl tightly around her. Doesn't seem to say anymore.
We'll look towards Leopold and his dad.
Is everything alright?
We're pretty much ready to leave.
I want to make sure we get all things back, so all Jean's belongings are returned with her. I will look if it looks like she is carrying everything she usually carried around when she went out, like sword, weapons.
Everything seems to be there.
I think everything is here. I don't see anything that would be missing.
How are you gonna get her back to town?
We have to carry her. Share the burden of carrying the person.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot.
What CR does a horse have? Could I world shape into a horse?
You can.
I can.
So yes, they're like a fort, right?
Yeah.
Or
You
riding
can.
horse.
From the beginning, you can do horse.
Okay.
Or draft horse.
Riding horse as well. One fort.
Okay.
So I could help with that for some while at least. I could shape into a horse and help you carry, but it won't last too long.
Shape into a horse?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Weirdly, but appreciated. But I think we're just gonna create a makeshift boar. Carry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take too
Stretcher.
long. A stretcher.
Yeah.
Just need some sturdy sticks.
Well, I can go look for some sticks while you're gathering her things.
Appreciate it.
So I will search for some sturdy sticks.
Yeah, it takes you a while, but easy enough done. Some you can break off, some you can already find. Bring it back and Leopold's dad has started to make this kind of thread out of long strands of grass. They used to connect them. Soon enough you have this stretcher that is uncomfortable but functional.
While this happens, I would like to go talk to Eonar,
Very well.
since I can't do much with that. How is it? I thought you were dead. I'm happy you're not, but I prayed. I'm not sure if they answered.
Something answered.
What answered?
I don't know. Massive mass. Covered in ice. Called me daughter.
Ice. I didn't priest any ice god.
Ice.
Ice. Yeah. Well,
I was dead. Was nothing. Starvation and torment.
torment. That doesn't sound like. That sounds like a horror children's horror tale if you don't behave.
At the moment, she seems to lose focus. She starts like hyperventilating again.
I will try to comfort her.
She calms down after a while. Oh, that's horrible. That day for you. It was years. Upon years.
Happy to have you back from that place. I wouldn't have wanted you to be there any longer, wherever that was. You don't deserve that. Not here, not there. Do you still have the
Yeah.
relic? Or do I still have the relic?
I thought you asked of the DM.
Yes, I did, because
I do
last
not
time
know who's
I
going
put
to
it on
know.
her I put it on her chest, and then while I prayed, and then we ended the session with
Yeah, so
me.
you're still holding it.
So I'm holding it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so then I would have put it. Okay. It was not. It was someone calling you daughter.
No.
That's odd. You. Do you know who your father would be? That has that much power, too.
My mother always told me. She never knew who my father was. I never believed her. Now I don't ask who is. I ask what is.
Oh.
And I don't know if I want to find out.
Let's hope we don't find out. If you don't have to, then. Do you feel ready to head back to town? We need to bring my master back to her husband and kid.
A rest wouldn't be bad. But if we have to go. Like, she looks pretty rough still, like plenty of scars. Properly beaten up.
No, there's no scars. There's
No scars, but
No, you look.
no, from the fight we just went through.
Ah, from that fight, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think you could ask Vicky for some healing, but I'm not sure if she has much more power left in her. But
Just go. I want to see the sky again.
so do I. Are we ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah. it's done. I'll pull a hold the entire way.
Yeah. I will. It's a stretcher, right?
Yes.
I will hold the front.
Very well.
Vicky, do you think you can find the way back? Since I think you know the forest best of us all.
I will try to navigate, yeah.
Okay, good.
Very well. You start heading out. It's possible and even easy for you right now to navigate through this forest. You know where things are. You start to find landmarks again, like, oh, this shouldn't be that. So it's a bit on a day, probably, to make it back to town. Eonar, as you're walking, as you're slowly starting to collect yourself, if it's even possible, your left wrist just hurts. Originally thought it was just from the restraints, but it's only your left wrist. Your ankles and your other is fine.
I just lift it up in front of me and inspect it.
Oh. Around your entire wrist seems... You would almost call it a tattoo. Darkish or red colored tattoo runes, which reminds you of the infernal script, but it's not quite right.
Keep it to myself for now.
Well, put your sleeve over it again. You keep walking. You walk for a few hours. You find a glade, which Vicky you have been to before. It's quite nice to just sit around here with the small pond and whatever plays in it. And you decide
Please
it's a
rest.
good position for a rest or a camp.
Yeah, we can stay the night here.
Yeah, I think
How are you guys doing with food?
I'm okay.
I think I have enough for 2 days, maybe.
I wouldn't mind eating something.
Would be nice to have something. I haven't eaten today, I think. Pants.
Well, I have some to spare.
And I gladly accept it. If you offer.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
report
take
once
some
we get back to
also.
town.
I need to wash up. And she's gonna walk over to the pond and start like washing off the blood, mud, and whatever God knows whatever she has on her.
Yeah.
And she's also gonna try and scrub the tattoo.
Yeah, it's refreshing to get the grit off. The tattoo, it feels nice to dip it in water, but no, it doesn't go anywhere. Still there, as bright as when you found it.
Is it like glowing or is it?
No, it's just the color itself seems to be a brighter red.
Brighter red. I'm gonna go back and like take my seat like a little bit away from the others.
Mhm.
Just sit there and nibble on some jerky.
Very well. Vicky, you get to, if you offer one ration to Isaac, you get to strike 2 from your inventory.
Yep. I would like to also get a fire going.
It's easy enough done. As soon as burning,
So,
crackling, feels nice. As the dark is approaching.
you only gave ration to Isaac.
Yeah, I didn't catch if you asked one.
I said I could take also.
Yeah, somebody was talking over, so I didn't hear you, but I can also give
Oh.
you one. So I will strike another one.
Well. So. What? Anyone has an idea what the hag was trying to accomplish?
No idea. It seemed angry that the creatures appeared. Like it seemed disappointed about them. She said something about the town and that she only got these children. Like, so I think the things she got was less than she expected.
More than she deserved, if you ask me.
She seems to have been sucking the life out of the forest as well. I wonder if that has to do with whatever she was trying to conjure or summon.
I don't know. I've never been one for magic, but I suppose this falls under the dark ancient ones. Probably.
I'm gonna try and read the scripture on the tattoo, like trying to like sneakily just look.
Or well, roll. Start with a sleight of hand. Vicky, what was your passive perception again?
19.
Pretty solid.
12.
Or well, so both Vicky and Leopold, you both notice that she's looking at something. Probably just a scar or something, it's hard to say. And then roll an intelligence check. Flat intelligence.
18.
18. Feels like you start to make something out, but then just lose it again. Like it could be a scripture if you look at it one direction, but then if you look from another angle, it seems like another. Just doesn't make sense. Still looks infernal, but at the same time isn't. Anything else you would like to do this evening?
Just gonna rejoin the rest around the fire and start putting out my bedroll.
Well, so you all slowly start to rest. Eonar, could I have a wisdom saving throw from you?
Ten.
10. Well, the night is dreamless, which might be preferred. And you all wake up with a long rest. And more travel ahead of you.
I guess we will head out.
Yeah.
I would like to get back to town and put Jean in the place where she can be taken care of.
Or
I suppose. She grabbed the stretcher again. It feels heavy for a different reason than just pure weight. And you set off. It seemed too long. It's at around noon. A bit after you reach the town. See you walk past some farmland. Some farmer seems to be in the field. Looks up at you and first seems to get a smile that, hey, you're back for the city stretcher, and kind of just bow their head as you walk by. Soon enough you have a bit of attention coming your way. As you enter the outskirts of the town, entering into the town. As some guards see, kind of rushes up to you, walks alongside you, not saying much, seems to have that 1,000-mile stare. As you walk towards the guardhouse, you have quite a few watchers surrounding you. You get there and the door seems to fly open. A sack steps out. And you gently place the stretcher and body down on the pavement. Step away. Sack seems to not believe his eyes. Almost stumble forward, falls to his knees. Was too scared to touch his now dead wife. And kind of just freezes there, quietly sobbing. Some guard seems to take an initiative to try to scatter the bunch. As a young girl elbows her way through the crowd, probably not older than Leopold, maybe even younger. And she falls, hugging her mother. Crying without end, as her father pulls her also in for a hug away from her mother. So he gives a silent command to the guards, or 2 guards, to pick up the stretcher, and they're leaving towards the temple. People start to scatter. And you're just left standing there looking after what once was your master and your mentor.
I'll walk towards Zack and Freya.
make your way towards them. They seems to be almost half holding each other, half walking after the stretcher.
Oh, okay, they are.
They also left, yes.
Yes, okay, well, I will follow them. Like, try to walk close to them if they wish to speak.
Your dad is also trailing a bit behind. Eonar and Vicky, are you staying in the square or are you also following?
We're joining the procession.
Oh, well, giving quite a tale to this party. And you well, she is lifted into the temple of Inanis. The priestess seems to be almost informed already what's happening. They put her down, starts to give her a blessing. A few of the soldiers seems to grab the shovels or similar they can found and enter the graveyard. Cemetery. Start to prepare a spot. The sermon goes on. Feels long, but it's merely about half an hour. Well, the stretcher is lifted once more and she is lowered into the newly dug hole. Dirt is now slowly covering her until it's flat ground once more. Zack just now sitting outside in whatever ground, staring at his freshly dug earth with his daughter still crying in his shoulder. A lot of people paid their respects, but they also return to their duties or work. Soon enough, it's only you and her family members left standing. As your dad walks up, puts a hand on Zack's shoulder. I'm sorry. He squeezes it once and turns around and leave here as well. And you're all that are left.
Walk towards Freya and tries to comfort her and also Zack.
To say what you should do at a situation like this. Most of the time it's just enough that they know you're there. They seem to pay attention to you, knowing that you're there. Doesn't seem to want to speak. Quite a while.
I'm gonna begin leaving. Give their time.
Very well.
I will follow Eonar.
Very well.
I will make a. Oh,
A few more minutes pass as Zack turns with you with almost or these bloodshot eyes, but it's more anger and sadness. Did you get who did this?
We did. Some kind of hag, I think. She had captured my friend, my father, and your wife. I'm not sure what she was doing, but we got the thing. Not sure what to call it.
Kind of gets up, almost pulling his daughter up, whispers something in her ear, looks at you once more. I suppose there's some gratitude to having that. We need to talk tomorrow.
I will come meet you at the guards tomorrow.
And nods. Now also starts walking off, leaving you as the only one left.
I will make a small prayer to Inanis to take care of Jean, as he now has a great fighter by his side. He better make her have a good time there, and don't dare hurt her any more than she has already gotten hurt here on Earth. Then I will say that I'm grateful for you, Yin, for helping me train to become stronger. And I'm sorry I couldn't find you faster while you still had breath in you. And I will stand up and leave.
You meet up pretty much at Leopold's house. The horses are still there, seems to be doing fine. The smell of a cooked meal hits you. As you walk in, your mother gives you a hug, looking at you with knowing eyes. Quietly leads you into the dinner table. All your siblings there, and your father as well. Seems to be a bit cleaned up with better clothes. And dinner is served.
Have you seen Eonar and Wiki?
They are also here.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know. You only said family, but yes, then it's okay. I will just silently eat, thinking about what could have happened instead. How we could have saved her.
If there's nothing to talk about, the evening at least is yours. You have quite a few hours before bedtime or nightfall. If you want to spend it any certain way. now's the time.
I'm gonna go out the house.
Hmm.
Gonna go over to Donner.
He stands
like-
there, gives you a slight push of knowledge that you're there. Seems to be happy to see you.
Just gonna like lower his head, push his forehead against my forehead. Just stand there for a while.
He lets you do so, looking at you with these kind of dark eyes, dark or brown eyes.
I'd like to ask my mother for if she has any carrots or apples I could take.
Yeah, she brings you a couple. Both.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will go to Tash and I guess I will
Mind-
see.
Mind if I join you?
No, it's okay. Just join.
You step outside and you see Eonar just standing there, holding her horse's head between her hands.
Ah, so she's holding like this.
Yeah, it's more like that kind of.
Okay.
And your horse seems to be noticed apples and kind of just like a happily. That's all. I don't know what the words in English.
What's in Swedish?
Fnys.
First.
Just do the sound.
Yeah.
I think you already did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vicky, could you bring this to Eonar?
Yeah, sure.
And I will give half of the things my mother gave.
Yeah, it's pretty much 2 carrots and an apple.
Okay. I will go towards Tash and... How is it go? You okay? So for
Pretty
being
normal.
away so long, I will give the apple first.
Yeah, she devours happily. Doesn't seem to have any issues or anything.
Oh, Eonar, and here you go. These are for you.
Just accept, then holds one up to Donner.
Yeah, he quite fast eats them up. Doesn't take long at all.
I think I might probably leave tomorrow morning.
It's a shame. But I'd
There's
love
no-
to see your cabin.
Well, if you ever have the ways by, you're certainly welcome.
Could you point it out on a map? Or do you just run around until you find it?
I could probably point out not the exact location, but close.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Hmm. Yeah, so let's. Do I do I know any place that has a map that she could show it on? Because I don't have a map of this area, like a billboard
There
or anything like a.
aren't exactly many maps made. You can't really find it.
Yeah.
Like you can probably, if you find a large enough piece of parchment or hide, you can probably start making your own map. If you like mark out landmarks and things.
Yeah, well, I took a parchment and some coal from Emma that I never started drawing on because I didn't remember how the labyrinth place looked like. So
Yeah, then you can use that to make a smaller one to make an approximate marking out. You would probably mark out your town. Pretty much just dot and write the name of the town of Kerae, and then the shoulders of the world, the mountains, at one direction. Then easy enough, Vicky can point out that her hut is a bit closer to the shoulders of the mountain, but not more than a few hours away from this location.
okay.
And
Yeah, so I
you
guess
have the start of a map.
Yeah. Start of a map.
Start of a map.
It's actually been quite a while since I last had visitors.
Yeah,
But,
well,
I
make
guess
sure
I guess you better clean up.
yeah. Yeah, the rugs and hides are quite a hassle.
Is it something with you people that live in the forest that is like kind of messy? Because Emma had quite a mess also.
It's,
Mostly books and things.
it's not messy, it's just a lot of things.
That's what she would say also. I would imagine. So, but yeah. Well, we don't mind a mess, but I hope the doors are open and when we come.
Yeah.
I guess we have went inside and drawn the map and
You can pretty
talking.
much draw it like use the side of your horse to draw it. Whatever surface is somewhat flat is easy enough done.
Yeah. Emma, can you? No, Emma. Vicky, can you hold this Kerae in front of the horse so he's still while I draw?
Sure. Here.
Yeah. With probably more
Like-
effort than using the house wall, you draw a map on the side of a horse. Or using the horse as a table. But you have a start of a map, yes. You know approximately where you could find Vicky's cave.
Yes.
And yeah. Anything else? This
Do you
evening?
still have that piece?
This one. The god piece.
I think we might
What
need to
piece?
talk to them.
Vicky?
What?
How? Well, it's still on cooldown, I think.
I'm sorry, what piece?
Thing is holding.
This one. It allows us to talk to some deities. Gods.
Oh.
We could try, but let's head inside. I think people might think it's weird that we three would stand in a circle and hold a piece. So
There is something I need to talk to you about. I noticed it after the fight. But I didn't have this. And I hold up the tattoo around my wrist. Before.
Who are you showing to? Both?
All of you. Both of you.
Is that an infernal? Wait, no. No, it's not infernal.
Close. But I'm not sure what it is.
I think I know a person that might be able to help us.
I could check if it's magical. I guess it probably is, but
It's a bit painful.
That could be.
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So
Have a look.
I will use detect magic.
Give me a second, because it's definitely magical. Just have to find which school it was. It's seems to be a mix match between aberration, conjuration, and enchantment.
I will relay this to Eonar.
Like, a very interesting thing.
Who's this friend that you said could help us?
She's like my Jean was my combat mentor, but she also thought I should learn some mental capacity also. So she's the elf we met earlier.
Oh,
She was my mentor with the more scholarly things. Learned me Elvish, Infernal, things like that. So she might know something.
we are visiting her tomorrow, right? She was gonna check what that potion was.
Yes, that's true. So we are either way going there. So yeah.
Very well. Just gonna start preparing for the night.
Okay.
Same here. I will preparing to go to bed.
Start heading to bed, heading to sleep. It's again quiet, not much going on. The town seems a bit down, so to speak. Sorry about that. I'm too far leaning back now, so you can't hear shit. But yeah, you go to sleep. So,
Would
Eonar,
like to. Okay, if you want me to roll, then roll. It was something I wanted to do, but
okay, what do you want to do?
Eonar is finding it hard to sleep. So she's gonna get up after a few hours of trying to sleep. Gonna gather her things. She's gonna head out of the house and go to the temple. Is the temple open?
It is. It's empty, but it seems to be almost always open.
Gonna walk up to the front. Sit down on a bench. Look around. Try to gather her thoughts. And after sitting there for a while, he's gonna walk up towards her. And she's gonna sit down on her knees. I don't really know how to do this. But I need some guidance. What happened to me? Am I still even alive? What hell awaits me? And what can I do not to end up there? She's just gonna sit there. And after a few hours, or 1 hour, I stand up. I head back to the house. Try to go to sleep.
Then roll me in wisdom saving throw.
18.
You have a good night's rest. Your thoughts are free. Almost, you would almost say hopeful. The morning comes around. Vicky, you already left early in the morning, I assume? Or are you saying goodbyes before?
I will say goodbye to Eonar and Leopold.
Yeah. Isaac comes up to you and hands you this kind of package and says, "For the food.
Oh.
It's not much, but it will keep you fed for a while at least."
Thank you. I mean, this is way fancier than what I gave you, but
Well, least I can do.
You be safe out there.
same to you.
And have the tea kettle ready when we come.
Sure thing.
Don't be afraid to visit Kerae. I think the people here are will accept you even if you are not here much.
Definitely.
I'll think about it. Maybe stock up on some painting supplies every now and then.
Just say the word. It can definitely help you.
Yeah, but bye now.
Bye.
Take care.
After that she has gone, I'm gonna send her a message.
Very well.
Don't forget about the tea.
I will think back. I promise I won't.
Very well. And you leave into the forest again, looking it should. Green, lifeful. And you're on your way home. Don't go anywhere yet. I'm just gonna put so you're currently out of the picture. Eonar, Leopold, what do you want to do this morning?
Well, after having some breakfast, courtesy of Leopold's family, I guess we're headed off to the library.
I was thinking I should go to the guardhouse. Zack had something he wanted to discuss with me.
Oh, it's on the way.
Yeah.
Could visit the smith as well.
Yeah, I think.
See if he has made any progress on the order.
Let's hope. I think he might have gotten a bit better rest this night. At least I didn't feel anything special.
No.
You had paid for those already, hadn't you? No, yeah.
Yeah.
They was strike from the swords.
Yeah. I would like to ask Leopold's family if they had a good rest.
Better. Definitely. Can't complain.
Maybe the curse
There you
has
go.
been lifted.
Seems so. Folk start to seem better. Well, apart from what happened to Yin.
It's a heavy blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we? It was the vial we wanted to check.
Yes, but she has it already.
Yeah, and also we also have the new things that we might need to check. So would it be okay if we check at the guardhouse first?
Well, let's take the horses if we have the stirrups ready also. They look like they could use some exercise.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy about. Are you leading or riding? Also good.
Riding.
Riding.
They seem a bit hard to control, but you get them where you want. Just the guardhouse was the first. Same simple stone building, one story. Guards are on the outside and just pretty much almost waves you in or open the door.
This time I am joining him inside.
Oh well, you enter inside. And Saki sitting at his table seems to be writing out some notes. Mostly
Well,
just
knock.
staring.
I will knock to get his attention.
Kind of waves you in and points on like 2 stools there at the desk.
Sit down.
Do the same.
So what happened?
Yesterday, when we went to look for them.
Yeah.
Well, we went towards the place we least wanted to go. Got attacked by some bear. I guess, and everyone fainted. When we woke up, she was gone. And only me and Vicky was left. And we tracked them down. And when we found where the thing had taken Eonar, we noticed that my father and Jean was strapped to some things, the same as Eonar was strapped to. I'm not sure the function of those things, but looked like some altar around all altars around the place. Not sure what much more to say. I released every one of them, but Jean didn't come up, so
But you fixed it for now. Right.
Yes. Yes, it should be. I think at least it seems like this was the cause of the sleeping problem the town has had, at least. And it seems
I
like
didn't tell you.
no.
Well, do you know where this altars or is located?
Could I point it out on a map
You could
around?
approximate the direction, yes.
Bring me a map and I will kind of encircle an area where it should be. Like within that area, it should be like within 99.
Pulls something out from under the desk and rolls it out. It's a crude map showing the sea, the shoulders of the world a bit further, and Kerae in the middle.
Yeah, so I will draw a circle around.
Yeah, you draw a circle around it quite a lot higher north, a bit northeast, away from the coastline. Guess we'll have to check it out someday.
Bring someone who knows the forest. There's a pretty nasty swamp out there.
Yeah,
Could swallow a human whole.
can probably get some of the hunters and I'll send them on their way later.
We found a tree that at least Vicky thought was quite interesting. I can't say much more. But it had some magic around it. Foul, but she had to leave.
Yeah,
I think that should be on the way.
probably have to bring Vanya with as well. But it sounds like
Yeah. The creature it's summoned. I think it's summoned is correct word. Yes, some creature that come out of a portal. Monsters. I don't know what kind. What kind of monster they are, but
well, doesn't hurt to be prepared.
does it?
Either way, we'll send someone to find this out. See if we can find anything else out. Alright, we'll do that. But for now, some people has already returned. Many more are still missing. So for now, you have the town's gratitude.
Happy we could help. Sorry we couldn't help more.
You and me both. You're free to leave.
Thank you. And we'll walk out.
Yeah. You make your way back to,
I will
to the
follow.
horses. What is our next destination?
Whichever is closer. I think the library might be there.
No, Smith is closer.
Oh, we could go. Okay, we'll go to the smith then.
Oh. Go to the Smith. He seems to be. It's changed now. It seems to be a lot more hard in the way actual Leopold knows him, like hammering away pretty fast on the anvil, like clinging on it. Puts it in the oven and kind of looks over to you and welcome.
Good morning.
Stir up to us, right?
Yep, are they done?
Yeah, definitely are. Kind of walks over to a bench, picks up two things and kind of hands them to you. They are done, so a normal human could probably also use them. But at the same time, it has this kind of cavity formed in what this bottom plate where you can put your hooves so they don't slid around. Otherwise, it seems
Pretty
like a
good
normal
work.
stirrups with it's just the extra plate. Yeah,
Mm.
hopefully it'll work. And yeah, if you need anything more made, you know where to find me.
Well, if I need a new pair of horseshoes, oh,
I got plenty.
yeah, I'd like to go out and attach them to the horse saddle. The
Takes you a
riding
while
saddle.
to kind of release them and then hook the new ones in there, but you have a pair of spare stirrups if needed, for whatever reason. And now you have
I'm just gonna store them away.
no issue whatsoever to get up and off the horse.
Nice. With good control.
Indeed.
It's I just Leopold,
Yes?
should we check on the carpenter?
Yes, I was thinking that. But he's in jail, so we would have to go back to talk with Zack.
I mean, it's just over there.
The carpenter.
No, the jail.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
can
let's
see it
go
from
there.
here. It's not too far.
yes, we will go back.
Well, you go back and Gars looks a bit confused when you come back again. And you enter and Saki kind of looks up at you and forgot something.
Yeah. We wanted to check on Christian.
Well, he's doing better, I can tell you. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna get out of jail anytime soon.
But he
will
will be
live.
alive.
He will be alive. I'm currently writing the pardon right now.
Happy to hear.
Yeah. Whatever life we can save.
Yes.
There's already been
Good.
enough bloodshed.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Very good.
I think we should don't need to speak with him since
No.
No. I think he needs to collect himself.
he if someone needs to rest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, off to the library, I suppose.
I nods to Zack and we leaves.
If you're leaving the library, tell Vanya to come meet me.
Will do. Will do.
He returns to whatever writing it was. You set off for the library. Only takes a few minutes on horseback. And you enter again as Brett is kind of sitting. Seems to be practice, and as you open it, it's kind of scratches, something falls to the floor. Oh. Leopold, you are... Well, hello, first of all. I didn't have time to say that last time.
No, we were a bit in a
But you
hurry
are
of.
okay. So, what are you doing here?
We wanted to check something with Vanya. We had a potion, I think, we left here, and we have some new foundings with the hag.
Ah, so kind of turns around and Vanya's already walking. Yes. Keep practicing. Here you go. Hands you the blue vial. It's noticeable less in it, but not much. So, you are... It's quite an amazing thing you have found. It's a potion of clairvoyance, for a start. So you could technically look at any place in the known world. Or at least this plane of existence.
Oh.
It's only good for one use though, so bear that in mind. But what else? You had found something else about the hags, you said?
Speak somewhere away from heirs.
Brett won't tell a soul.
I think it could be useful for him to learn.
No one else is here?
No, the townsfolk are never really interested in learning that often. They just come here if they have to have something to ask about of me.
Well, it might be related to the hags. I'm not quite sure.
Well then.
I got this. And I don't know what it is.
Kind of takes your hand and starts to look over it. Huh, peculiar. Okay, Brett, if we want to read a language we do not know, which spell are we casting? Kind of thinks for a while. Tongues. No, it's comprehend languages. Tongues is if you want to speak it. Seems to be swearing for herself. Does short incantation kind of pulls over. This kind of magic sheen goes over her eyes. Huh. That is interesting. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you right now what it does. But it seems to spell out anchor. Or ground point, maybe. It's a difficult dialect.
Inferno.
But excuse me?
Is it infernal?
I do not know. It says there are mines about infernal, but looks, if you would say, old, which doesn't really make much sense. So tell. That's unfortunately all I can tell you right now.
Would you maybe be interested in researching it more?
Always, but I would need you here for such. And I need probably travel to other locations. I'm not certain if I do possess the books or the knowledge to.
Maybe we could at least do a sketching of it.
Definitely. If you don't mind.
No, I want the answers just as much as you.
Well, gotta pull something. I see a hand comes flying with a piece of paper or parchment or piece of quill, and then just hovers without ink. Kind of grabs the paper, wraps it around your arm, still leaving the top part where the symbol is, and kind of seems to be copying it straight over. Process takes quite a few awkward minutes of just doing this. Before she's done, the hand flies away with the ink and quill. She holds the paper. Well, that's certainly going to be interesting to look at. Thank you very much.
That cut out completely.
It will be interesting to look at. Sorry. So thank you very much. I will look into this and maybe contact you if possible.
Yeah.
Was there...
There was something. We believe the hag used some type of summoning ritual.
That sounds bad. I'm gonna say it.
From what I understood, the hag didn't get what she wanted when she summoned. Like she paid something, but she only got some child, she called the creatures she summoned. Quite nasty creatures, but
Well,
it seems like she was...
is difficult to say the least.
Also, Zack wanted you to come meet him. I think it might be related to what we told him. Basically the same thing we told you now.
Well, I will guess go pay him a visit order instantly. So, is there anything else we need to discuss before I leave?
I'm not sure.
I appreciate your help.
Have you felt if the magic that the hag had over the town has gotten less or disappeared altogether?
It has faded. There might be traces of it left here and there, but it's definitely a lot less.
We did see something. That tree.
Yes.
I was wondering, could that been like something that made the magic stronger and spread it?
What kind of tree are you talking about? If I may
It
Was
was
interrupt.
a hollowed out tree covered in insects. And a friend we had with us said it was covered in druidic scripture.
That's certainly interesting.
I think you might run into it if you head out to the site with the guards.
I certainly hope so. I guess exploration into the forest would probably not be a bad idea at this point.
Mm.
But I assume I need to start get going before.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'll be back. Shall we? And then exits with you and then gives you a farewell as she start walking to the guardhouse.
I'm gonna put the potion back in its box that we found it in.
Very well. Get to right where it is now. Anything
Is
else?
that actually a thing or a homebrew?
Nope. Potion of Clairvoyance is a thing. It exists.
I'll add that, thank you.
Yeah. What do you do now?
Where should we go? We have the map with the markings, but
You said it was in the north.
yeah, I think it should be to the north.
What if this is not just one?
What?
This was
Hags?
easily disrupted. What if she's not alone? What if this is the darkness and it's a group that's trying to do this?
In multiple towns.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think this map is related.
No.
Big-
But maybe we should check other towns to see if they have similar problems.
We could. Which would be the closest town? Do I know the closest town like that goes north or something?
There's quite a lot of towns to the coast, but there's also a few more inland. It's the one that you probably would have most knowledge about is the one that your dad trades with in the coast. Which goes under the name of Latvi, which is a large shipping port. A lot of ships with goods come in there and then continue over to other areas.
Latvia.
Yes.
But can you even travel? Are you not part of the town guard?
I might need to ask for leave or something similar.
Well, I guess you should do that before.
I don't
We
have
have
gotten
some-
any. I haven't gotten any guard shift since I came home. Since I was gone, and I will. I will have to check with Zach.
We'll probably do that before he heads out into the forest.
Yes, let's ride to there.
You enter the guardhouse for the third time today.
Yes.
Vanya is currently talking with Zach and they look towards you. Okay. What's on your heart this time?
Yes. As I mentioned last time about the beings that had connected us, so we are trying to figure out what they mean, and that means I wouldn't be able to fulfill my guard duties in this town. So I'm asking for leave to be able to be
Does it?
on leave without pay.
Why did the gods contact you?
That we don't know why we were chosen.
Did it have anything to do with what had transpired here?
I'm not sure. It might be, and if it's connected, we will try to find out.
Well then,
But
you are dismissed until further notice. You're free to do as you want.
I guess I shouldn't have my guard uniform on while outside of town, or should I? Since I will
Keep it.
go to other. Hup,
Keep it.
keep it.
Fits
I
you
will.
well after all.
I will represent our town well.
I expect nothing less. Now, go see if stop whatever happened here, if you can.
I will try.
Even if there's a chance to this. Good luck.
Thank you.
Returns back, start talking with Vanya.
Latvia it was, you said.
Latvia.
Not the country.
We're going to Latvia. Slav vodka. God damn it.
Very well. Assume. With
Maybe
that,
you wanna say goodbye to your family before we go, maybe?
I was like, we need to resupply and everything, so yes.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually.
I don't have that much food.
Yeah, kind of running low as well.
Very well. To make this quick, you've 5 silvers per ration you want to buy. Is there any other supplies you want to acquire?
I wanna buy one more water skin. So I have 2
How
on.
much is a healer's kit?
A herbalist or a
Healers.
first aid kit? A first.
Yeah, the first aid.
Let me see. I think it was gold. $5 gold.
Oof.
And then get a healer's kit with 10 charges.
Yeah, do you have the money to pay for that?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have much money over for food and rations.
I mean, I have 6 gold.
I have 7.
Yeah, so we should probably buy the first aid kits and then buy rations for the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full water skin is 2 silvers, by the way.
Yes,
We already had one of those, yes.
I would like to buy one extra.
Okay, I'll
So you can
stick to
hunt
my
that down,
one.
and you can, if you want, both of you can add 5 healer's kit charges if you want to separate them. I assume you want.
Oh,
to do
that's possible.
yes. As it's pretty
Okay,
much just the
that's good.
supplies from the healer's kit you separate. So you
So
have
that's-
five
First aid or
each.
healers?
I think you hit the healers on D&D Beyond.
I think it's healers, yeah.
Yes, and it has 5 charges you can put on a note or something. And then
Yeah,
I said
that's
5
just
silver
like
per-
an automatic stabilize.
Yes, without a medicine check, it just automatically, if you use an action to stabilize, it stabilizes automatically.
X5, and that's 2 gold 50 away.
Yes.
I kind of think I want to stay with like gold, so I'm gonna buy rations.
You can buy rations for, you can buy like 5 rations then.
Yeah, I'll buy 5 rations and then I have
That's
1 gold left.
2 5 more. You have a gold left.
That's good enough for me.
Leopold.
Yeah, I will also buy 5 rations, and I will help with the. Or did you buy the whole healer's
I
kit?
bought half of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
So
put
that
the
will
whole.
put you at 5 gold and 2 silvers for all your expenses currently.
Yes,
You do get change, so that's easily transferred.
5 gold, and I will put 6 gold, and then I get back 8 silvers.
Yes. Is there something special when say at your family as well? They are. I assume you relay why you're leaving.
Yes, I will say. Well, we are leaving north to find some more. No, it was to the coast.
North. That's pretty much west.
To Latvia.
Northwest. Something like that.
We are leaving to Latvia to find out more about this. If other villages has been had the same issues.
I pretty much wish you good luck taking turns of either hugging you or dunking you in the back since awkward brothers.
I will try to keep you up to date. I will probably
Looking forward to it. And good luck,
probably
son.
come visit soon, or at some point, not in the too far future.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. And you leave. With a few hours left, you should probably hit Latvia at evening the next day. And that's where we're gonna end today's session. Took a bit long again. The site on the
Uh,
end.
So yeah, the limit on the clairvoyance it's a mile, right? Like the spell.
No idea. But yeah, it's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna throw up the MVP poll. So if anyone is currently sleeping in chat, this is the moment to wake up and vote for someone.
Yeah, I can say Jan is already sleeping.
Yeah, let me bring her back as well. There we go. She is still here. Imagine.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you're sleeping in chat, this is the moment to wake up and vote for your MVP. Gonna put it out on 5 minutes.
I'm not
I guess-
sleeping, just resting my neck.
Yes. And I'm gonna thank you all so much for watching so far for this slower episode. There's a lot of things to uncover and I got to talk a lot apparently.
Excuses.
What do you mean excuses? You need to excuse shit. Yeah. Apart from that, also if you have any feedback, you can post them in chat now or join Discord with !Discord, which I'm also gonna write down.
Oh, I was going to write it.
Yeah, that's the fastest way to meet anything. The video will be uploaded on that YouTube link I just also posted tomorrow. And of course, art by Yanidras, who's up there. Thank you so much for playing, Ricky. I have some questions for you, but those are private and I cannot tell them here. We'll take them later. So, do the players have any feedback towards me? So, DM.
I have some positive feedback.
Shoot.
I think you did better with the music this time, with switching whenever it was something that didn't quite fit.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up on it. There was one point where I was a bit late on switching, but I switched after a while. So I'm slowly learning. I will try to look into actually having a battle map. I might bring up my other cam, see if it can actually handle it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I don't know. I think Dave and Junti do quite well without it, but I'm lost.
It's more because I don't actually attempt to paint it in my head. I pretty much say, this is what I want to achieve, can I do it? And the DM then has to tell me if I can or not.
Yes.
So it's like, I want to attack this enemy, can I get into a position where I can actually hit it? Like with the guy that was attacking Leopold's father. And I just leave it to you to decide whether I can reach or not.
Yeah. I'll see what I figure out. I got a few time to try to get a map out.
But that crit was so crisp.
That was so mean. So mean.
Yeah.
42 damage at level 3.
It was like Chaos Bolt is so strong.
Yeah, you took over half the hag's health with one hit.
Yeah.
She got crit 3 times, which is just...
I mean, it made up for all the absolute dog shit rolls from last time.
It definitely did. It definitely did. It was amazing that I had more trouble with the 3 small creatures than the hag itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sorcerer with a bunch of what do you expect?
Not much. But yeah. So that's some feedback there at least. Do you have any feedback between players at all?
Everyone did good.
Yeah, I believe so. I gotta shout out Jonti personally here because your goddamn emotions after the fight were on point. That was proper roleplay, I gotta tell you.
I mean, I felt I didn't even give it justice, honestly.
It's hard to give this justice, but it feels like it's one of the best roleplay moments I've experienced as long as I've been playing D&D, which isn't too long maybe, but still.
I went for it. It was fun. I like that. Like pretty much all the time when they were like looking for the hag, so the fight first started, I was just thinking how I'm gonna roleplay it. Like I was just trying to paint it in my head how she would react and everything. So it was a lot of fun.
Definitely was. It was a good session. The battle map was.
I also loved
Yannis.
I did love Yannis like very awkward reaction to Eonar hugging her character.
Yeah, I got to the point where I started thinking like, why is it with all these shy people just encountering you two that aren't shy at all? Start feeling bad for them soon.
Yeah, Vicky will retreat into her cabin.
Yes. Fast.
Not to be seen for months.
Never to be seen until someone comes and disturbs her.
Or tea.
I gotta say, it was a really good session. I enjoyed it a lot.
Glad to hear. We had
Even if I was silent for a lot of it in the beginning.
It was a bit split up here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have done with this arc. We will continue this playing next Tuesday, actually. Same time, it's in the schedule, it's under the stream, I think it is the stream schedule, or you can find the stream schedule somewhere, I don't know where Twitch has it. But I have a stream schedule on Twitch where it's marked out when we have these D&D streams, and they are adjusted to your time zone already, so you don't have to worry about that. Eonar would have got an MVP with 2 votes, but that was unfortunately the only 2 votes cast, as we need 3 votes to get the MVP going, but we're getting closer.
I can make my own advantage.
You can. You can. I know. I know.
No, I put so much into that chaos bolt. Like I knew that I was gonna put everything into. So I had like the disengage, then the quicken spell.
Yeah, you learned from last session, so to speak.
Yeah, if I didn't learn, that would have been bad.
Yeah, you were getting slashed to pieces.
Yeah, I was down to 4 health, I think.
Aren't you even lower?
No, I think it was 4 health. Like he crit me, and I had only 8 health left.
Oof. Yeah, that's bad. The
So
lucky
I,
thing they
I
don't
was
have a
pretty much
plus.
ready to go down already with that.
Unfortunately, we do not get a level yet. You still have to wait.
Oh. No, I was just wanted to make sure you don't forget it as the first session.
That is fair. That is fair. I'll give you that. But yeah, is there anything else? No.
I don't know. Hands to Janni for playing a very good character.
Yeah, thank you for our first guest character. It was doable. So we'll probably bring in more people sooner or later. Thank you so much.
Hopefully this is not the last we see of Wiki.
Who knows?
The only way
It's
to know
close
is
to my hometown.
the only way to know
Did
is
you
to
finish
follow.
the art on her, by the way?
Still working on it. There's so much.
Yeah, the
Well,
art will be
you
shown
know,
on the intermission
you
and
go-
the end. But yeah, do
Wait, where
join
is it?
Yanis. You can use exclamation mark art.
It's that way, to point to her. Go to her streams, you can see her paint the character.
It's found on a link tree. It's in the chat, or use exclamation mark art to find it. Apart from that, if you want to see how the story progresses, just follow, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you.